What's going on, guys? Ladies Man 135 Meted Barrels, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to build a counter system. I had to develop this because I was working on some mini games, and I wanted to give the players armor and weapons. And since a dispenser can only hold 9 items and armor and weapons do not stack, I had to develop this so that more than 9 items could be given to the player. The way this works is, let's say when they walked over the pressure plate. Oh my god, sheep is messing this up. I'm going to put a minecart here. When you walk on the pressure plate, you're going to see that it gets pushed forward 1. And you walk on it again, it gets pushed forward 1. That's it. I can stand on this, and we still only get pushed forward 1. And as long as I stand on this, nothing else is going to happen. I have to walk off of it, and then, let's say they died or whatever, and they came back and wanted to their stuff again. They walk over the pressure plate and move up 1. And they would do this 9 times, and those 9 times stuff would be coming out of this dispenser. So let's put some wool in there or something. Stuff would be coming out, and then we gotta wait for that to close. Stuff would keep me coming out, and then this would be the 9th and final item. Now what happens next is when I step on the pressure plate, it's going to go over this detector rail, and this is where I'm going to start the tutorial. Because all you have to do here is simply just make 9 of these little ramp things. All it is just one non-powered rail, one normal rail on a block. Then you're going to put a powered rail, normal, normal, powered, normal, normal, and just repeating. And this little contraption right here is probably the most important part of this. You're going to want exactly this much delay. All this is just a sticky piston and any block. When you step on that pressure plate, a charge can go through the block, and then what's 5 or 6 ticks later, the piston's going to push the block forward so the current gets cut off. Make sure you have exactly this much of a delay, and this repeater has no delay. So just go ahead and take a look at this, and then be sure to copy that down. And then there's 9 of these little ramp things, like I said, and then all that happens over here is that you're just going to put a detector rail, some powered rails, and this is just going to be all powered rails all to the end. Leave some space here though where there isn't powered rails, because I've had problems where my cart will wind up over here instead of on top of this block, and you wouldn't be when you stepped on the pressure plate and want to go forward. So if that happens, just shorten up the number of powered rails you have. So what we're going to do next from over here is going to take this charge. So when the minecart runs over it, it's going to power this. And then you're going to want to put a repeater here and a repeater here, and then connect them so they're feeding into each other. And that's going to make it so the circuit is always on, whether the minecart is connected to it or not. And all you're going to do is bring over this current right here. Let's bring it up a couple blocks. And we're going to put a sticky piston right here with a block underneath of it, and then just leave that up there. So all you're going to have to do is just bring the redstone path down, and then make sure you take you're going to take this redstone, you're going to put that repeater, make sure it's coming off of this redstone line that's coming from this block. So I have it hooked up here. And you're going to put a piece of redstone and then just feed it to the dispenser. I mean, I could just move this out 1 and make everything even. So what's going to happen is when I step on the pressure plate next, it's going to push forward, turn this on, and push the piston down. So that every time I step on the pressure plate, this charge of redstone is going to be able to go through this block and power this dispenser. So then now you have 18 items that they could spawn with. If you wanted to extend this, all you simply have to do is, let's get some rails here. All you have to do is just bring this out. I would say bring it out 2, and then put a detector rail, bring it out 1 more, actually 2 more, and then put some powered rails here. And then you're just going to want to power that. So what this is going to do is you're going to take a redstone charge off, or a redstone current off of this little contraption here, place a block, and put a torch, and just lead that torch into here. So what happens is that when this gets set off, let's just disconnect this really quick. When this gets set off, it's going to turn this on, You can see that this is going to stay on even without without any power. And then this redstone is going to invert this torch, turning this rail into this. So you can see that when this is powered, it's facing that way, and when it's unpowered, it's facing the other way. So that's what that's going to do, and then just fix that. Actually, it's just probably going to need a repeater somewhere. So that's going to make it so that the next time the minecart comes through all of this, it's going to go straight rather than wrap around here. And then this detector rail is just going to do the same thing that this line of redstone did. So you're just going to put some repeaters here. Whoa, that's not repeaters. And put the repeaters here, some redstone, and then you're just going to have to link this up to another piston. And then we'll just have this one come underneath of here, feed right there, bring this up. Piston, and then same thing, it's the exact same thing as before, just going to connect it. And then redstone signal, and then that. So the way this is going to work is, get out of here. When I step on this, you're going to see that that piston right there gets pushed down. Oh, 1 second here. Oh, okay, my bad here. I forgot that you're going to have to put a delay here, so that the minecart can go around before it gets changed. So let's replace that. We're going to put the minecart right here. So when you step on the pressure plate, you're going to see that the piston gets pushed down there, and it's going to loop around and come all the way back. And then you can see it gets stuck right there. And then all that's going to happen is every time you step on the pressure plate, it's going to move up one again. And the redstone signal is going to go through this block right here and power this dispenser. Now this one's still going to get power, but it doesn't matter because it'll be empty, so nothing will be coming out of it. You can see that that one's going off now. And then this will go to the very end. Let's get rid of this. This will go after 9 more times. This will go to the very end. Place that there. Let's go to the very end, and then when I power this, it's going to go forward. And then actually I should probably put a powered rail here. It's going to go forward, and then the same thing's going to happen. The repeater. This piston's going to get pushed down, and then since this is technically 9 times, this would be empty, and then stuff would start being dispensed from this. So it's simply just adding on this little segment here, this little part, making sure that you take the current off of this, putting in the inverted or putting in the torch, but this would be broken, so that would be on, and then that would just have to invert this part right here. So it's just simply doing that. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, I hope this was easy enough to understand. But if you guys have any questions, please let me know. Leave them in the comments. But that's about it, guys. Thanks for watching.